I thought you said 12. 12 and 15 miles per hour. I don't know. I don't know how you would. Usually no.
Okay. Still no sound. It says I've unplugged it twice.
Let me see. Let me test it here on my side.
Charlie, do you need that little adapter thing that goes between these two?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, not on
Now
that one.
sound is on.
Sound is good?
Sound is good.
Perfect.
Sound is on.
Apologize everybody for our technical difficulties, but we sound is good, sound is on. So let's get back to our Interwatch. Welcome, May 21st, a new week to the Wichita Police Department Interwatch. First item we covered was just a little bit of history of trivia. The state of Connecticut enacted the first speed limit law in 1901, limiting vehicles to 12 miles per hour in the cities and 15 miles per hour on country roads. A little bit of interesting trivia. We continue to work as a Wichita Police Department with our new centralized traffic unit and other officers to help regulate speeds through the city and outside of the city to ensure traffic safety for everybody that works or visits or is traveling through our city. We have one item we're going to cover, 3 case numbers associated with this. Case number again, 32353. 32369, 32370 in reference to 2 auto thefts occurred in the area of 13th I-135. Yesterday it all started about 5:30 in the evening. On Sunday, May 20th, approximately 5:30 p.m., officers responded to a disturbance involving a known individual in the 4100 block of East Vesta, where again a known 35-year-old male had left in a 2007 blue Dodge Charger without permission, and the vehicle belonged to his 47-year-old female girlfriend. It was also reported to officers that the suspect was under the influence of PCP. At approximately 6:30 p.m., the victim had notified authorities that she had located her vehicle in the 1500 block of North Pennsylvania at a residence. The officers responded to that area to recover the vehicle and also in an attempt to locate the suspect. The suspect was located on foot in the area of 13th and I-135, and when approached by officers, he attempted to enter an occupied green GMC pickup on the northbound I-135 exit ramp. A taser was deployed and the suspect was taken into custody at that time. The suspect was transported to an area hospital for treatment, and admitted for evaluation of amphetamines and PCP. While investigating the situation, an abandoned blue 2015 Honda Civic was also located at 13th and I-135 on the northbound on-ramp. An 83-year-old male Victim contacted officers and stated his vehicle had been taken from a business in the 1700 block of East 13th Street after he had left the keys in the ignition and the vehicle running. Through the investigation, it was determined that the 35-year-old suspect had also taken this vehicle and driven it to the I-135 northbound and 13th Street location. The investigation into all these instances are still ongoing.
So who called and said that they found the vehicle in Pennsylvania?
The victim, the female girlfriend victim,
Girlfriend.
had found it.
Okay.
She called originally, they reported the vehicle being stolen, and then she had located it in this 1500 block of North Pennsylvania.
How much time had passed?
We got called about 6:30. It was about an hour later.
They said you got called at 5:30.
I'm sorry, 5:30, and we got called at 6:30, about an hour later, when she had located the vehicle.
And then when he was trying to get into that pickup, was that an occupied pickup?
It was.
Somebody sitting there at the ramp and he
Yeah,
tries to get in the car? with
Correct.
him? Okay.
That's correct. And then the officers deployed a taser and were able to take him into custody.
But the pickup was stopped.
It was stopped or slowly moving. It was on the northbound, or I'm sorry, it was the northbound off ramp at 13th and I-135. So
Did
it
he
would have
actually
been.
get in?
He attempted to get in through the passenger side window. I don't believe he got all the way in the vehicle, maybe partly in the vehicle, but officers were able to deploy the taser and take him into custody. So nobody was, there were no major injuries or very minor injuries.
So when you found him, he was on foot.
Yes, correct.
Can you address when people are driving about locking their doors, and also about when you are not in the vehicle to not leave your keys in the vehicle?
Yeah.
Can you talk about all
Yeah,
that?
I think it's very, very important to remember, even if you're going inside of a location for just a few moments, to lock your vehicle, keep your windows rolled up, take your keys with you, take anything valuable with you. If you can't take it with you, make sure it's out of plain view. Even if you're going in for a few minutes, I know I've worked many cases early in the morning where they went inside to grab their briefcase or a cup of coffee, and their vehicle was stolen because the keys were left in the ignition and the vehicle was running. So it's very important, not to make yourself a easy victim or an easy target, but to make sure that you keep your vehicles locked, keep your keys with you, and don't leave your vehicle unattended while it's running.
Where was that blue Honda Civic stolen from?
In the 1700 block of East 13th Street. Lily, did I answer you? You had more than one question. Did I
Yeah,
answer
the
both?
other one was about when you are actually driving, about locking your door, because obviously
Sure.
this person was on the off ramp, and if the
Mhm.
door was left unlocked, that person could have gotten in.
Yeah, it's always important to keep your doors locked when you're traveling in your vehicle, just for safety reasons. If you see something suspicious, don't hesitate to call 911 so officers can respond to address the situation. Obviously, officers were already involved, so in this situation, at that point, it's good to be the best witness you can. I know we had witnesses that did stay at the location of the scene and give us information that they observed, what they observed happened, which helps us in our investigation as we're trying to put all the information and trying to basically build a case or build a story of exactly what happened from start to finish. So that witness testimony is very helpful in our investigations, and we appreciate the witnesses that stayed and spoke to us about the activities they saw involved in the situation.
And what was the 35-year-old booked for again?
He was admitted to the hospital for evaluation of the amphetamines and PCP, so he has not been booked into jail at this time.
So take me through the chronology.
Sure.
The 35-year-old female reports that she found her car, gave a description of the suspect, and then after...
No. Call came in at 5:30. Officers responded to the 4100 block of East Vesta on a disturbance.
Okay.
Girlfriend reports her boyfriend taking her vehicle, which was the Dodge Charger, a 2007 blue Dodge Charger. She finds it in the 1500 block of North Pennsylvania. Officers are searching for the suspect, locate him on foot. Between the time the Charger was taken and them locating him on foot, this other vehicle had been stolen, but we did not realize it. We did not get contacted until after he was in custody.
The blue Civic.
Correct.
So you took the Charger, then the Civic.
Yes.
And then you guys found it.
And then he was trying to get
Yes.
into the other car.
And he was trying to get into the green pickup when we tased him and he was taken into custody. That is correct. Anything else this morning?
There was a crash, I don't remember what street, Murdoch and somewhere, where a vehicle hit a couple of light poles and a couple of teenagers were hurt. You don't know anything about it?
I don't have any additional on that. I know there was an investigation on it. I can check into that. I don't have anything additional right now.
Oh.
Do you know anything about possible graffiti at Swanson Park?
I don't. I can check into that as well.
That's the same question.
Okay. Anything else? All right. Hope everyone has a safe Monday. Appreciate everybody being here with us. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Thank you.
Thanks, Charlie.